Hey there, Nina. I haven't got any email from Elisa to tell me what that mini reading was. I've got it written down here. I've emailed her and said get online as soon as she can. Erica has donated for a detailed reading. So Erica, what's your question, please? I won't be on for long, guys. There's a hell of a lot of people in this club, and I'm assuming that in the next hour, there'll be a lot of people coming in through here. I didn't think I was going to get on live today. We weren't even supposed to be coming to the club at all today. My husband was told that the smell is practically gone out of the snooker room. We came here on Tuesday night and they'd been painting on the Monday, and the paint just was horrendous in the snooker room, and it was still pretty bad on the Tuesday. We got a payment from Crystal, so we'll put a pause on payments, especially if Alyssa gets online. I don't have Alyssa's question, so Erica, you're first. We need your question, please. And then we've got Chris with a detailed reading as well. Yeah, so anyway, when we finally got the car parked, I've never seen the car park like this, apart from when they have big money draws or, you know, there's something big going on, especially at night. I've never seen a car park like this in a small club like this, overflowing outside. They've even got a grassy area next door to this club, which is totally packed with cars. So I don't know what's going on, why there's so many cars here, because there's nothing really inside the club. I didn't go and check the snooker room, but as I walked past the snooker room, I could smell the paint. So obviously it still stinks of paint in there. So I'm assuming my husband's not going to want to stay there very long. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do Erica's detailed reading, then Crystal has a detailed reading. If anybody else does come in and they're interested in reading, please don't pay until I get these two done, especially if Alyssa turns up as well, because pretty much that'll be it for me. Yeah, I'll probably be going offline. I have had a horrendous night, kept waking up with a pain in here and a pain over there, then I'd go back to sleep and then I'd dream something weird and I'd wake up from that. So it's just been a crap night. I was thinking we're having a lazy day today and had totally different plans with what my plans was going to be for today, and I was hoping to get online tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be at the other club that I used to go to quite regularly. Been all sorts of excuses about not going there from my husband and his friend. So anyway, it's good to see that we're going to be going back up there on a Friday, maybe not every Friday. And hopefully I can get on live from that club tomorrow. So yeah, we'll probably just get Erica and Chris's detailed reading done. If one of my regulars come in, no, that's fine, Chris. If one of my regulars come in and they want to donate, just see how I'm traveling, Chris and Nina, just see how things are going. But yeah, so let's get Erica's done first. Did the ex-wife, Jahan, ride past my new home in a blue Charger on Sunday spying? Okay, so let's see if the ex, Lance's ex, is doing a little bit of a spy session for you. Okay. Oh, and everybody, you can hear me clearly, can't you? No, that's fine, Chris, with your donation. We'll get yours done. I was only wanting to do maybe 2 or 3 when I get online. At the moment, I've got 3. Erica's, yours, and Alyssa's, if Alyssa gets on to tell me what her question was for the mini donation. She might be wanting to pay that extra and get another detailed reading instead of the mini. If she does, she needs to pay $5 to up that mini to a detailed read. So if she does get on and that's what she wants to do, let me know. Any trolls that get on, please delete them straight away and block them. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, here we go. Erica would like to know what's going on. Did Lance's ex-wife, was she in the blue Charger that was driving by her house, having a look, spying on where they live, having a look at where they live now and everything? Is Johanne out and spying on what's going on? Is Lance's ex-wife spying on their new home? Now, we'll say that you are the Queen of Hearts only in here. Any other queen will be her. Yeah, all right, so let's have a look. It does look likely. It's like someone thinking, I have the right to have a look, and then thinking this is the wrong thing, I shouldn't be doing this. There's a jealousy feeling going on there. Yeah, there she is. She's coming out as the sharp tooth, bitchy kind of character. She's looking at how much money you guys have got. You know, the two kings and the surprise and the 10 of diamonds. I think she's looking, I do think it was her, what I'm looking at here. We got a black 7, we got a black 8 and a red 8. We got a black 6 and a red 6. That's usually someone hiding or lies and truth and all of that sort of thing. So yes, I do think it was her. She's basically looking at the value. You know, she's probably got on her phone and typed in the address to see how much she paid for the house, because this is usually a business deal. She might want to talk about where did the money come from or whatever. She might be, this is usually a good thing. This is usually somebody buying property, selling property, getting something new, investments. But the fact she's showing up as this character means that she's angry, she's annoyed, she's looking at what you two have done and sort of thinking, wow, they've got more than I thought, you know. Oh, Alyssa's here. So Alyssa, will have a look at your question after this one. It's all about your marriage with Lance and just jealousy, and like, I don't know if Lance told her that he doesn't have any money left, or that everything he's working for is going straight back out the door. But it's almost like she's trying to point out the fact that you guys must have had a certain amount of money to be able to buy that house in the first place. She will see that it's a brand new property. You know, this is somebody that's trying to damage the situation, trying to make you feel uncomfortable, that it's a free world, she's allowed. How she found out, probably through the kids or somebody not realizing that she's not supposed to know, or maybe it's public knowledge, you can look up and see somebody's address or something. I'd say that the daughter, son, whoever it is, possibly just let it slip and shared the information as to where you were. The outcome, what she's trying to achieve, she's trying to create some kind of drama here, trying to put forward some kind of, you know, can you help me out? She's going through some other channel here. This is using a third party to make contact. This would be you and Lance happy in your home, together in your home, and this would represent her trying to break that, trying to cause drama. I wouldn't let it get to me if I was you. You could definitely go through the right channels to find out if definitely it is her. And if it is, possibly get an, what do you call it over there? We call it AVO, where the person's not allowed to come within 200 metres of where you work or where you live, because it is harassment. There's no need for her to be there. I'm wondering if the two kings means that you might put some kind of restraining order where she's not allowed to come there. And it doesn't have to be because they've done anything violent and everything. It can be that there's no need for her to be in that area whatsoever, and that you decide to get some AVO where she's not allowed to come within 200 metres of that place, or 500 yards or whatever. Anyway, let's see what's going on with this Jahan and going around the house. So I am going to say that, yes, it does look like it was her. Let's see what else you're advised to do about this situation. I think she's forever going to be one of these exes that feels that she's owed, that you have what she was owed. We do have the death card sitting here underneath where somebody just needs to be done and dusted with something, need to finish it up. Her problem area is she sits at home like the hermit, feels like she's left out of everything and her life's just not where she wanted it to be. This is where trying to heal, and this is messages for you, like about you. You need to not feel like you're stuck in your house, and you need to heal over, yes, he was married to her, yes, she's a pain in the bum, she's not going anywhere at the moment. And sometimes if we put energy into a certain person and think that they're doing this or they're doing that, we can actually make those things happen. We can manifest those things that we don't want. So I'd be enjoying my new home, going to work, enjoying time with my colleagues, and I think your husband's in that new job as well. There is this thing about expect that she may be hanging around, but not for very much longer. This is where somebody, you know, what's the point of it? You know, she's seen where you live. What's she going to do? Hang around outside, wait to see if you are happy, wait to see if you have visitors, you know, like what's the point of going and seeing where you are? The only reason I could see that she would do it is she wants to see the actual house. She wants to see how much it's worth. And it's like she's torturing herself. So don't get wrapped up in her own self-torture. You're being told about putting out the olive branch here. This is usually where you make amends with somebody, maybe have a talk or something like that. And just say, you know, this is not the right thing to do. What do you need? What are you coming around the house for? The Fool card in reverse. This is you trying to make a new beginning, but it's getting confronted by her still. You know, you've moved and everything. There's manipulation here. So she may be trying to manipulate you. So don't let her get through with all of that. Read your email. I don't know if this phone will pick up on signal. No, there's no signal on this phone, so it may not have received the email. Let me just finish this off for Erica. The outcome is that you are your own worst enemy with all of this. You know, I don't know how you've seen her in the car going up and down. And let me just tell you a quick story. There was a time for me where I went to certain places and I was up in my head about certain things, and I swore blind that the person I could see in this particular car was my husband or it was somebody else. And it turned out that then I was proved wrong to myself, because there was my husband over at blah, 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 wearing a totally different coloured shirt, or whoever the other person was that I might have thought it was were not even in the state, or they weren't even there, or you know what I mean? Like, so I do feel it was her, but I feel that sometimes you're torturing yourself with, who cares, you know? If she wants to come and be jealous and see where you live, and as long as she's not doing anything, as long as she's not knocking on your door, as long as she's not harassing you, let her waste her fuel and drive up and down. She'll eventually get tired of it, you know. Don't bite with it all, because you're playing into her hands. It's on the video cameras, okay. Well, if you've got it all recorded, you could go to the police and say, this car has been seen, you know, on our cameras. It's driving up and down. We'd like to find out who it is and put a stop to it, please. We believe it might be blah, blah, blah. If it is, we want an apprehension order put in place to stop this happening anymore, because that is harassment, you know. You're being told to talk to the right people, not the wrong people here with this upside down. This could be having conversations and getting all head up about it, but not really doing anything about it. So go to the correct channels to sort this problem out. And your dreams of coming true about where you live and your new house and him getting a new job and all of that, it's like it's getting spoiled at the moment because of her again. I want you, Erica, to look on YouTube for a cutting the cords ceremony for yourself, because I feel that this woman, all of this time, she has a cord, she has a hook into you. And then you see a car going up and down, your first thought is, it must be her. You know, it's got to be her. You know, this car might have been driving up and down before you even lived there. So who knows? Who knows? You know, I'm feeling like, yes, it was her. I feel like she's really pissed off that yous have got this new house. She's thinking yous must have a lot of money to be doing this. Where did the money come from? I also feel that one of the family members or somebody told her about where you live. But I really think that you would benefit from doing like a cutting the cord kind of ceremony, and find one that you believe in and that makes you feel that you're doing something about it. And I wouldn't just do it on you, I would do it on him, to cut that cord that binds them, you know, because this shouldn't be happening anymore. They have been calling my phone from the front gate. Wow, that's harassment. It's time to call the police and get a thing in, you know, that she will be arrested if she's calling and at your front property, and set up more cameras. If you can't clearly see who it is, set up another camera. I know it's going to cost some money, but set up another camera that actually sees that it's her. You also could get a private investigator to go and just take pictures and find out who it is. It shouldn't cost much. And especially if they're coming around at the same sort of time all the time, if it's every Saturday or if it's at a certain time of night, you could get the private investigator and say, this is when this person's been seen. We need a clear picture of who that is. And also they could investigate who's making these phone calls and stuff as well. Yeah, more cameras. And this is terrible. I mean, you and your husband, he got divorced many years ago. You two have been together a long time now, and she needs to grow up and move on. You know, it's just her lonely life, her shattered life that she caused, and she's trying to ruin your new journey. You've moved into a beautiful new house. You got married whenever. You celebrated your anniversary of your marriage, I think, recently. This shouldn't be happening, okay? All right, so Erica, good luck with all of that. And please, I do think either a private investigator or talking to the police about a restraining order. So if it is her, definitely is her, there must be ways of finding out if she owns, or a family member owns, or a best friend of hers owns that car. There must be a way of finding that out. In Australia, you're not allowed. You can type in a registration and all it will tell you is that whether it's insured and registered and where it was registered, but it will not tell you anymore. You used to be able to type in a number plate and it would tell you the name of who owned that car and where they lived. But they've changed that all with privacy. But in America, it might be different. You might have different laws. Yeah. All right. So that was Erica. Sorry, I just went into a bit of a blank space then in there. All right. I don't think I can read. No, I can't read email on there. There's no signal, so I might as well turn this one off. All right, so I'm just going to go out of this while I quickly look at the email from Elisa. Okay, I read the email about your mother's place and that there was a judge's order, that it was a scam and blah, blah, blah. What's the question though? What's the mini question, Elisa? What do you want me to look at? Like whether the situation will improve, whether she'll end up being evicted, whether she'll end up keeping her place? Yeah, Chris, post your question so it's ready to go for the next reading. I'm just keeping an eye on people as they're coming in. There's a couple of people down that end down there. They're not coming up here at the moment. I'm so tired. I feel like going home, going back to bed. This morning when I got up, I thought we weren't coming here, and I said to the hubby, I said, you want to go to the gym? And then when I was getting out the shower, I noticed that he had jeans on, and he had a t-shirt that's not for the gym, and he had his jeans on. And I said, you're obviously not dressed to go to the gym. He said, why not? And I said, well, that's not what you wear to the gym. And then when I went upstairs, he said, oh, I've talked to Rod, we're going to the club. And I went, oh. He said, oh, we can go to the gym after the club. I said, I won't want to, and I definitely don't want to go to the gym now, so I'm just going to do a workout at home when we get home. All right, I'm just waiting for Alyssa's actual question now. I've read the email. I'm not sure what the question is. Oh, hey there, Bethel. Oh, we've got Rocky paid as well, have we? Let me just check PayPal. Well, Rocky with a mini. We're still waiting on Alyssa's actual question. Okay, let's move on to Chris. And when we get Alyssa's question, we'll timestamp it or something. I'm assuming she wants to know whether her mother will stay where she is or whether she's going to get evicted. There's a court judge order saying it was a scam, but there's a police officer going along with the people who are scamming about her getting out. Yeah, don't send anything, Bethel. Just let me see how I'm going. Chris, we'll do your question because I'm waiting for Alyssa. If Alyssa hasn't posted anything, I'm just going to have a look at what's the outcome for her mother and her living circumstances with her brother. Chris, what was your question, please? Yeah, and while we're waiting, everybody, this is for entertainment purposes only. If you have a medical issue, a financial issue, a legal issue, please go to the judge, the jury, the doctor, the lawyer, whoever it is you need to see. But this is just for entertainment purposes only. Career reading for June, you've got it. Here we go. So we're still waiting on Alyssa's question. After this, I'm just going to do what's going to happen with her mum and her living circumstances. Is she going to get evicted or not? Because I'm assuming that's what it is. So just a general for you in June, Chris. Now, Chris, we will nominate the usual characters for the King of Swords and the King of Spades, being L, and G being the King of Cups or Hearts, and possibly the clubs as well. And if you come out, like if the Queen comes out with a King, apart from the Spades, that will be U and G, okay? So here we go for Crystal. General messages for June. Crystal. What's coming in June towards Crystal? I mean, I think that court thing is postponed for quite some time, isn't it? I don't know why I thought of that, Chris, but the 10 of Spades was in my head just then thinking court. So I don't know if that's something's coming up, legal matters are coming up. But 10 of spades can also represent the hospital, and you work currently for a hospital, I believe. All right, let's see. What have we got for Crystal? Wow. First 3 cards out. This is usually baby boy, fertility, pregnancy, and the 2 people discussing pregnancy, baby, movement forward. It's also someone from your past reuniting with you, having a conversation with you, talking about a friendship, talking about a relationship. So this may or may not be, well, L hasn't come out, G has. G sitting here as a soulmate card. But we do have somebody else from your past here. Now, I'm not sure who this would be. This person may have worked with you in the past. It may be somebody who had a brief relationship with you in the past. It may be somebody that works in banking or some kind of financial kind of position, like accountancy or something like that. The other way of looking at this man is he could be somebody with very fair kind of eyes, like a light blue or a light green kind of eyes. The other way of looking at him is it could be somebody medical. Now, if this is somebody medical, this would be discussing which way to go with pregnancy. Should we do this? Should we do that? This is not something I'm up for. Remember, I've talked to you in the past about possibility of IVF or something like that, or having injections and that to produce more eggs and things like that. I'm wondering if June there's a discussion comes up with your doctor when you're just going for a regular checkup and they're saying your hormone levels are at blah, blah, blah. We want to increase that. Do you want to do this? But there's a discussion with G about all of this as well. Looking at it in work sort of circumstances, I'd say that this is where you're happy and balanced and doing a job that you want to do. You work well with these people, and this is where you're thinking about cutting ties with something, signing off from a particular area of work to get more involved with this kind of feeling. If that's the case, this would be your passion and your drive about where you want to be, and this would be the person that you would be working under. Now, like I said, this could be another medical kind of decision, kind of job, or it could be working within, I don't know if you've got skills around accountancy or looking at payouts and files and things like that, and payments not being paid and all of that sort of thing. But I think there might be something in the wings with financial type of work. All right, let's see what we've got for June. Geez, the music's loud down here. I have no idea why they have to have music in the clubs going in an area where there's absolutely nobody. And, all that happens is people talk louder because of the music. And when kids come down here, they shout and scream because of the music. All right, Crystal, your challenges are about contracts and hidden things. This is where there's a lot of paperwork and an overload and all of that. Now, you did mention to me recently what happened with your job, and you went into the monthly whatever it was, and then this person loaded their unfinished things onto you, which made you look bad. This here is the challenges. It's the same sort of thing going on through June, where, because this is where somebody hasn't learned a lesson. This is the first instance, and this is it happening again. So I do feel that that kind of energy is still floating around, but you've got a 6 of diamonds here. This is where you step up and go to the correct person to get this out in the open about what's going on here. And like I said, in another reading, I felt like this wasn't only you that this has happened to, that previous people that have worked there, that have either left or been fired or whatever, has been for this same reason. The other thing here is where somebody's hiding a medical issue. This would be a female that's, it's like they're they've been told something, and maybe there's some kind of thing they could be doing about it, but there's a lot of risks involved, or they'd get very sick from that kind of treatment. And they're literally not telling anybody, but this will be the right choice for them. This is telling me that this is something they need to do for them. And no matter how much you would want them to take this new medication, or you would want them to do whatever it is, this is the right outcome for them. I do like that you got this sitting in the challenge area, because it's telling me that something will rectify this situation that's been going on for you. There may be a female that used to work with that particular person you were telling me about, Chris, that you could get hold of and go and meet for lunch and have a conversation, just to find out exactly what was going on there. And then you can rectify the situation. This is telling me that it will go into your favor. So I'm really liking this. Moving forward in June, we've got wishy-washy kind of, do I believe this or do I believe that? This is where a conversation's going on about, yeah, I'm trying to get this sorted out. I'm trying to tell this person this is how it's got to be. Then it does turn out. Now, you do have 666s in this reading. Don't worry, it's not the devil. 666s in the reading is all about, you've got 2 lots of red. And 2 lots of red can be new parents, can be twins, can be, it's not showing me baby boy or girl at the moment. But yeah, it can be sharing parenting together. So G has children, and I feel the decisions in June coming up for a particular child, there will be discussion together like 2 parents, even though you're not the parent of that child. It could also be discussions around a sibling of yours. Maybe this sibling wants to move in with you or work with you or something like that. And it may even be something to do with your cousin as well. Some kind of shared responsibility is going on in June, where it's literally like you're becoming a parent to somebody else's child or to your own mother or something like that. You know what I mean? So I do feel that you're going to be in for a bit of a ride of sharing responsibilities, but you're very good at whatever this is. There is discussions about a new job here. Now, we did say that this represents L. Maybe there's something to do with him landing some money, him giving some money, but this is normally about a new job. So looking at it with you, this would mean that you working for somebody that works at night, somebody that's very official, a lawyer, something like that. So it could be you discussing money in terms with a lawyer here. Not necessarily at night, it can be a nighttime card. This is about the relationship with L, that it is not finished, it's still holding on by a thread. I feel that this is also L in June is going to want to have a talk with you. And it's like, I don't know if somebody's birthday is coming up in June. I do know yours is gone, yours is passed, and I do know that G's just had his. There may be some celebration or something that you are supposed to be going to or something, and it might have something to do with L. Because normally this means L wants to not only talk to you and share food with you, he has a gift for you of some kind. It may be the gift of, I will sign the papers, okay? Your outcome cards in June are a bit of a mix match. You've got a journey going on for pleasure, possibly going to a wedding or some major celebration going on with G. 2 cards showing up to represent him, families involved. So I feel like the weekend events, the birthday and everything, that there's going to be more of that coming up for somebody else in the family, maybe one of the children or maybe his sister or brother if he's got one. I do feel that some of the movement forward within your work in June is going to get postponed and delayed. I also feel that there's an argument coming with someone that's associated with your past, possibly L arguing about G. You did say that he doesn't know him. Anyway, let's have a look quickly at the tarot. Zabuzzo's going, and up next we've got Alyssa. Alyssa's there. Okay, we'll get onto that in a minute, Alyssa, and we'll do a mini. Nina, Alyssa said she's busy and everything, so can we timestamp it when we get to hers, please? Okay, this is just to finish off for you, Chris. What else does Chris need to know about June? 3 from the top, 3 from the bottom, please. All right. You need to trust in your own instincts about things. You need to really thoroughly know whether something is true or not. You need to really get into that. Here we do have this apology coming in, or somebody trying to apologize for the past, somebody trying to make amends, somebody trying to reunite with you. But we also have this lies and things going on at the same time. So someone being sneaky or underhanded. I'm getting the energy that this would be you wanting to trust that this is a reconnection and it's going to be nice, it's going to work out, this is all true and above board, but your instincts are telling you that it's just like it was before. And I'm thinking that this is L. That L comes forward, wants to say, look, you know, I want to make amends, I want to do this, I want to do that. And in your gut, you feel that there's some other alternate reason for this conversation going on. You're going to be avoiding a very nasty situation. The tower is upside down. So to me, this is face something head on and have that conversation with whoever it may be, whether it's your boss or it's a personal matter. Face it head on. It's not going to be as bad as you think. You also have some kind of mystery going on here with the moon energy. Don't really like the moon energy, but it is Gemini, so you may be celebrating some birthday or something, and that's simply why the moon's coming out in June. But the other thing I'm feeling is you avoid a sticky situation, but there's still something hidden from view for you. There is a new opportunity starting in June, so this may be another job that you put in for, this may be signing new contracts. It also could be an invitation to something new that you've been waiting for as well. Anyway, Chris, hopefully that made some sense for you. Okay, Alyssa, what's it all looking like? Can you legally win? Because they really are absolutely wrong here. Okay, so this is about your mum. We have a court order in place saying that it was a scam, and that then we've got a police taking the side of the other people and saying that she needs to move out or whatever. And that water bill, she needs to do something about that, to take video of where the pipes are leaking and all of that, and put forward maybe an old bill, a normal bill from the past, or 3 or 4 normal bills, and then say, look at this bill, and then look at the pictures of this cracked pipe. We're paying for water from a cracked pipe instead of them fixing the pipe. So there's 2 issues there that need to be sorted. Anyway, let's do a quick mini on this. After this, we'll have Rocky with a mini, and then I think we're finished, unless Bethel's hanging around and wanting a reading. We may have time to do Bethel, because we've got 2 minis now, which is only going to take about 10 or 12 minutes. Okay, Alyssa. Alyssa's mum is in a sticky situation at the moment with her home. Is she going to be moving out? Is she going to be staying put? Is she going to win? Please show me what's going to go on here. And as I said before, this is a and the reading started. Let's just restart for the timing. Restart the clock. The reading is going to start at 40 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, Alyssa, 40 minutes, 30 seconds. Here we go. I've already shuffled and said what I needed to say. What's the outcome for her mum? It's a 50-50 situation I'm seeing here. She does show cards of movement though, but the movement would be in her favour. I'm wondering whether there's some kind of government assistance program to help her not only win this case, but for her to basically get out of there. Because you did say in your email she just wants to get out of there. She does have success cards. This is usually success within work or something to do with money. This is a long contract. This is where someone's thinking of ripping up the contract or ceasing the contract. This is where somebody hasn't held up their end of the bargain. Let's say they're saying that she owes $800. It's more likely that she's going to pay $500. There will be some kind of assistance. And then she's got a change of address coming up. So I do feel that, not that she's getting pushed out. There's nothing here showing that she's getting pushed out, but I do feel there's some kind of financial support. There's also something that she will be finding so she can move. So I feel that because she's got 2 5s, 2 8s, and 2 9s here. So I feel like this is whatever happened in May, and then she's got August and September cards. So I feel that things will come to a close in September. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. It's either 9 weeks away, 9 days away, the 9th of the month, or this is September. So that's where legally something happens, and she's got the other king at the bottom, and these 2 kings are normally favorable, but it is showing this is not where somebody gets kicked out or whatever. This is more likely where someone brings something to an end and it's finished. There is some female involved that's been gossiping about your mother. There's some other person that is not jealous, but there's some kind of where they're throwing this to your mother instead of to the correct person, okay? Moving forward, she can have support. Maybe there's a family member or a friend that can offer her some kind of temporary resolution at the moment. She can't move financially, or they're still saying about the money, like you said. Her top cards are showing me there's going to be an offer of paying a lower payment, and then she's got some kind of document of proof. So I'm wondering whether she's going to take pictures and maybe ask if it's an apartment block and there's other tenants that are all getting overcharged for the water because the water pipes are broken, and they can all prove that what their water bill used to be, and then the water pipe's broken. Now they're all being charged for something that needs to be fixed. When you pay rent, your rent is supposed to keep the electricity going, keep the gas going, keep repairs in order. If the roof's leaking, they've got to fix it. If a pipe's broken, they've got to fix it. You can't have like a broken toilet and sewerage going on the street, can you? So I do feel that she needs to start doing her own work on this. Take some pictures, get some evidence, and talk to other people that live there, find out what's going on with them. I do feel that she will have a small win, but I also feel she will still be paying something. So let's just get 3 of these. What else is going to happen with Alyssa's mum in this rental owing money situation, the water bill? What's going to happen with Alyssa's mum? Now, if she's on a low income here in Australia, there's a lot of programs for rental assistance and, like water bills, electric bills and that, where the government will actually help and assist with payments. Your final thing is here, feeling like she's been very betrayed and wronged here. That's most of the problem, is the emotional side of it. She just feels like she can't win. She feels upside down in her own place. And her outcome card is showing, the judgment card is sitting there, that she's been wrongfully accused. Okay, and bottom of the deck, she has to go on this journey even though she doesn't like it. She needs to stay put here. She's got the hermit energy where she needs to stay put and stand her ground, because eventually her strength is coming. This is normally with judgment and strength. These two cards normally mean some kind of victory. Now, the judgment was upside down, so everything is topsy-turvy at the moment. And then we have a judgment card and strength coming out. All right, so that's you. Thank you. I'm just going to take this off really hot. This is completely wool lined. Why is it, ladies, that the ladies' hoodies do not have the wool in the arms, but the men have the wool in the arms? All of the things I've bought, the sweaters, especially the sports ones for women, they have wool on your body, like a vest, and then the sleeves are just normal sleeves. But all the men's ones, even the big jackets and the coats, the women's have like a thin satin lining in the arms, and then all of this fur or wool on the coat, but the men's have it all down the arms. If anyone can tell me why, let me know. Okay, Rocky is last. Did you want to do a reading, Bethel? Is that you saying you do? Because if you do, you can do the payment now, and yours will be the last one. Unless another regular comes in like Bethel and they want a reading, because there's absolutely no one at the moment. Fingers crossed, I might have another 30 minutes online. Okay, so Rocky's question is, Alyssa, I just finished your reading. It's looking like a 50-50 thing. So anyway, you have heard the reading. Okay, many blessings to you and your mum. I really, really hope she gets out of this situation. And you might even have to go and help her and take some photographs of what's going on and ask some other people that live there about their experiences, about what's going. Another mini. All right, let me do, Bethel was waiting. So if Bethel's going to have a detailed reading, let's just wait until we see what happens with Bethel. If you wanted to, Alyssa, you can pay for it. And if I do go offline, I'll write it down and I'll do what I did today. When I get back online, which could be tomorrow, I'll do it then. Yeah, okay. All right. So let's look at Rocky's question. What was the real reason that the barbecue pool party was pushed for next year? I got the email finally yesterday. The organizer claimed it was a roofing issue to the property. Mini read on this. Oh, this is with that MJ that died, and you get invited by the brother for a pool party. So basically, you want to know if that was true, that there's some repairs that need to go on. Repairs would be the clubs. The clubs would represent some kind of repairs that need to happen, work that needs to happen there. Okay. Okay, got an email. I'm saying a name in my head. An email about this barbecue pool party is not going to happen this July. It's going to be pushed forward to next July. She was told by his son's people, it was his son who organises it. She's been told that a roof needs repairing, and that's why the barbecue won't go forward this year. Is this the truth? This is the real situation. And is it going to be postponed for a year? Definitely. This is the official thing. This is the news coming in at last minute because, I mean, we're in June and it was supposed to be happening in July. So this is all like action's got to be taken. This is money. being paid out. So if the roof got damaged by a hailstorm or something like that, this would be them waiting for the insurance money to come in, or to have enough money to repair the roof, put new tiles up there or metal or whatever it is. And this is you getting the invitation. This is all true. I don't really need to go any further, so I'm just going to pause this. Is there something else you want to ask for the rest of this? Because that's true. Are they really postponing it for that reason? There's nothing negative here. So is there something else, Rocky, you want to ask just for the last 3 minutes? Yeah, so this is like something, maybe there was a hailstorm, or maybe there was a tornado that swept through and it ripped up some of the stuff. So this would be them waiting for some official payment or something like that to fix the area. And maybe also it's not safe. It's not safe to have people there with the damage that was done, or something else got damaged. Okay, Alyssa. Alyssa, you will be, I don't know if Bethel made a payment. I'll have to go and check. You paid for a detail coming up. Will next year's barbecue pool party be at home or a different location? Okay, we'll do side to side. Let's just get that restarted. We'll leave them ones out because that was the answer. Rocky wants to know the postponed barbecue pool party. For some reason, I keep feeling that there's going to be another party organised just at a different location this year. Like someone's going to come up with, you're going to get another email, another notification. It's just like someone's going to say, oh, hey, you know, you can have it at my place or whatever. Or we can go to the park and meet instead of doing the barbecue pool party this year. Anyway, I feel like some alternative thing is going to come up. Anyway, Rocky wants to know, same place next year or different place next year? Left, same place, right, different place. I'd say it's at the same place. This is the organizer. This is returning. 5 of Hearts is like a reconciliation, returning, an apology, a group of people getting back together. There's the invitation, the Ace of Diamonds, and there's the people all celebrating together. The other side about a different location, I feel that this might be somebody invites you to something this year in place of going to that. Like somebody that gets that email today or whenever you got the email, they might feel that, oh, we should still try and organise something. So it might be just, you know, let's all meet at the blah, blah, blah and have hamburgers, or let's go to the lake and watch the fireworks together or whatever. So I do feel there may be an alternative coming in, but as far as going to the same place next year, I feel that this is telling you that you're going to the same place. Because you've got the invitation, you've got the people celebrating, and you've even got a card that says returning, you know, reconciling. All right, and we've got 30 seconds, so we'll just do top and bottom of these. What else does Rocky need to know about this situation? What else? Hello there, Barris. I don't do free questions. Will I not be alone? I don't know. That's sort of a negative, double negative question. You want to know, will I be with somebody or will I always be alone? Okay, so the question is, will I always be alone? Will I be with somebody? That's the question you're asking. But yeah, I don't do the free questions anymore. I may pull out some cards for star signs and we can look at your star sign, which may answer the question. But at the moment, I can't do that. This is your last messages, Rocky. A journey you don't want to go on. This is usually an invitation to go somewhere and do something, Rocky, but you're you're reluctant or you don't want to go. So if somebody does come up with an alternative, you might decide that you don't want to go there for some reason. Balance is coming back in some way. So this is just sort of other messages you need to hear today. This can be where you feel disappointed about all the efforts you put into something that you were waiting to join together and put the hard work in and join in with something. So this could be that the party, because Eight of Pentacles is everybody celebrating like a birthday, it's in reverse. So that's where it's not happening the way you wanted it to happen, and it's sort of like a disappointment at the moment. The other thing is you're not getting enough from something. So I feel like you're going to withdraw yourself from a certain situation. That could be a working thing. It could be you're going to be looking for another job or something like that's coming up. Yeah, so that's just showing me that you're disappointed about it all. And if another alternative option comes up, it might be somebody that doesn't know you as well as the people that normally invite you. So I would keep contact and say, has anybody come up with an alternate plan this year so we can all at least still get together? Maybe we can go somewhere and bring our own stuff and go to a park. So maybe if you put something out to them, say, has anybody organised something alternately that we could do this year? Because it'd be nice to see everyone. But yeah, I'd suggest that you put out an email yourself about, what about we all just go to blah, blah, blah. All right. Up next, that was Rocky. I've just got to go and check to see if Bethel did end up paying. Oh, the Zoom call on Friday? Maybe the suggestion of where people say about going, maybe you don't like it, but I'd suggest that you go anyway, even if you just turn up for 10 minutes or something and be part of it. But it does look like there might be an alternative. All right? Okay. From Bethel for a detailed reading, and then Alyssa. So Alyssa, we'll see how we go with Bethel's reading, and if we get hers done. Hers is just a detailed reading for June. I'm not sure if Bethel is still here, so can somebody put a timestamp for 58 minutes, please? I'll start the clock as soon as it turns 58 minutes. So we've got Bethel's reading coming up at 58.00 minutes. Bethel's general reading for June. And here we go now. General messages for June for Bethel. General messages for Bethel for June. What's coming towards Bethel in June? Now, Bethel, because you've got court stuff and work stuff sort of combined, I'm going to put that on the left, and more personal sort of emotional relationship stuff on the right. Okay, it may come out in reverse, but I just want to separate the two for the reading. I probably should have done it that way for you, Crystal. When we do general, if I separate the two, but it doesn't always work where I get the relationship stuff on the right side. You know what I mean? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. This is looking like work, and this is looking like relationship. Okay, there's an invitation coming up in June, and it's for July, and for some reason you don't go. It starts off where you want to go. This is the invitation here. This is you finding out that in 7 weeks or in July or something, there's some kind of joining together. It could be to do with work as well. If we look at that with work, there's some kind of movement in work that you've been waiting for. Then there's a disappointment. It's not what you thought. And then the contract and the way things are planned doesn't quite work out. Now, if this is something to do with an emotional kind of invitation where somebody says, I'd like you to come here, such and such is going to be here, this person really likes you, they just want to talk to you, you're sort of debating about being there, and then something turns you around where you go, no, I'm not being part of this. So let's look at it from an emotional point first. invitation just to generally possibly start something with somebody. You find something out about the whole situation and then you go, no. Okay. Work-wise, this is like thinking that the contracts, everything's going the way you thought. If this is a court situation, but there's some disappointment on the horizon where they didn't live up to their end of the bargain and you're saying, no, this is not how things are supposed to go. Okay, so there's definitely a start that looks like it's all unfolding and it's going to take till July. When you get there, it's not turning out the way you had first thought. When we look on the side of the cards to do with work or court, you're very passionate and driven about what you want to do. You're very vibrant, you're ready to go, you're ready to take action. Some things have been where somebody just needs to learn a lesson. Somebody needs to be put in their place at work. I'm feeling this is a female energy. We don't have any male energy here, just this, which is representing a female. This is where somebody was not taking the correct steps, the correct, if somebody was responsible for turning the lights off at the end of the day, or somebody was responsible for putting the garbage out on a Wednesday, or whatever it is, this is where somebody hasn't been doing their job and they know they haven't been doing what they need to do. This is where everything is rectified and the situation is sorted out and it goes smoothly. You're also being shown here that you're not being recognized for exactly what you do within your work. This is where somebody's trying to push somebody else out. Now, I don't know if it's your energy, Bethel, in June, where you're deciding to leave a situation at work or within the courts and say, not doing this anymore, or whether somebody's trying to push you out of a certain situation. Whatever it is, it looks like it's turning around. You've got that 666 thing going on. So there's something big happening financially and work-wise where it goes wrong, you rectify it, and then somebody else steps in and turns it back around to the wrong situation. If this is to do with that person that was doing bullying and things at work, I think you said it was bullying, somebody being aggressive or pushy with you, and it is showing me female energy. There's not just you that doesn't like this situation. There's somebody else feeling the same pressures at work. I'm not really liking your work and situation because it starts off really good where you're really driven with what you want to do. And because of somebody else, in particular a female energy, not taking care of responsibility, not being the leader of the pack, not doing what they need to do, it's like you have to do it. And I just feel like you're getting tired of it, you're getting sick of it. Looking at your emotional situation during June, we have you making the right choices for yourself and your own well-being. You are cutting ties with a certain group of people, not just one person, but it's because of one person. There are two separate male energies in your reading. One that more to do with a working energy and a friendship and a support kind of base here. This person's fun, they make you laugh, having a good time. This here is showing me where someone's returning to you. Someone's trying to make up for something that went wrong. There's a definite conclusion between you and a particular person. It could be the Virgo energy. I always take this card as Virgo, the clubs as Virgo. In the other deck, the wands, which is clubs, is fire, but I don't see it that way in the poker deck. All right, let's have a look what we get. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to do 3 from the top and bottom for the left side and 3 from the top and bottom for the right side. One of them is going to be work and court. The other one is going to be June and relationships and health and well-being, okay? I'm not going to say which one until I put them out to see which one looks more likely that it's to do with work and which one looks like it's to do with I thought you're shouting at me there, Nina. when you put she pays the money they claim she owes. I thought you were talking about I pay the money. Oh, dear. Oh, this deck's upside down. All right. So let's, yeah, this definitely looks like work again on the left, and this looks like emotional and what you're doing. Okay, on this side, we got 2 eights. We got 8 of Pentacles and 8 of Swords side by side. So this is your challenges in June. This is trying to work hard, but you're getting very stressed about a situation with your work. Now, if this is all paperwork in the court system, again, you're getting stressed and you're overthinking about it and just trying to work out how to do this. Then we have the 10 of Swords where something is final. Now, this could represent the court with the Ace of Pentacles, which could be you're being told to choose. Do you want to continue on, or do you want to sign on the dotted line and then that's it and we're squaring this away? We do have the King of Swords here, so I think that this is all to do with a court situation, signing documents or having a legally binding conversation with a boss at work about bringing something to a close to finish off that situation. So it's looking like it's not easy, but it's looking like it's finally something's getting done. Okay, on the love life or the health and well-being, we do have this Knight of Cups energy where somebody's wanting to take you on a journey. It's not too sure looking at the other cards whether they're just reminiscing, wanting to sit and reminisce about the past and about what used to be, or whether they actually want to create something new, and possibility of something more solid in the future with this person. It is looking nice. Health and well-being wise, this would be a doctor. This would be something hereditary, and this would be something that's along the male line in the family, and this would be a good result, okay? At the bottom here, we have an upside down tower, which is avoiding a disaster. We also have an invitation to go and socialize with this character. This could be an invitation if this is to do with work, because I didn't say which was which. This could be avoiding or getting out of a disastrous situation because something new is coming on offer for you. So there's some good things there, Bethel, for June. Thank you for the donation. Okay, up next we've got Alyssa, and then we're finished, yeah? Okay, Alyssa, will your mum legally be compensated if she sues the property management? What else does she need to know? They moved her mobile home completely out of the lot and into a waiting lot till she pays the money. Oh, wow. Wow. So she has a mobile home. So we've got like these things, and it's a caravan park. But on the caravan park are these mobile homes that people buy and they live in them, or people rent them. People buy them and then rent them out. And yes, you can literally lift them up and move them, but it would be a pretty hard thing to do because of the plumbing and the electricity. But yeah, so you want to know, mini reading, will she get compensation? Now, compensation would be 9 and 10 of diamonds and a document card and a lawyer, and there's a few cards that would represent that, and a 2, which is a binding contract. She wants red cards to be in her favour. So you want to know, is she going to be getting compensation? Now, again, this is for entertainment purposes only, people. If you do have legal things going on, please make sure you're using the correct platform for that, which is not a reading. It's a lawyer. Okay. So Alyssa would like to know, oh, this is not a mini reading, is it? Hang on. Let me just go and check again. Card reading for Alyssa. Alyssa wants to know, what's going to be the outcome for her mother? If she sues them for what's happened, will she win and be compensated? What's going to happen with her mother? She's in a mobile home which is sitting on a waiting lot and they're demanding payment. Yet a court order has said that she doesn't owe the payment because it's a scam. If she owns a mobile home, I'd suggest that she's looking into where she can move it herself. If she's renting it, that would be hard. Out here, you can get a lawyer for free as long as you're the first one in the... If two people are going against each other, if one person goes and gets the free lawyer, the other person can't have the free lawyer. A lot of people do that in divorce where if the woman's not working, she gets the lawyer for free and the husband has to pay. And it's only under certain circumstances. Anyway, let's go to see what's going to happen with her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yow, she's got a very long battle ahead with these people. A lot of sleepless nights and anguish and arguments. She's got your support here or some female supporting her here. It could be a female lawyer here at the bottom here. This is her feeling wrongfully accused, trying to put an end to what's going on. Again, with this 5 of diamonds. So I feel like if they're saying she owes $10,000, it's more likely that she only owes, you know, a much lower amount because this is a 50% card. So this is telling me that if she was to be compensated, she wouldn't get what she's owed. She would get 50%. And if she does have to pay, she's going to be paying 50% of what they're demanding, okay? She does have where this is legal and binding, and this is a lot of paperwork and discussions going on. There's more people than just her and these people asking for the money involved in this thing. So she may need to be talking to other people who I'm sure that, you know, like broken pipes and things like that would be affecting other people, not just her, okay? Down here, her challenges are getting things in order here. 7 of spades is, this is where somebody moves you out. Somebody changes your plan. This is where she's being told to be strong and stand up for herself. The Queen of Diamonds is very strong. She knows what her rights are and she gets all her paperwork together. And if there was a court order, it will be registered with the courts. All she's got to do is go and get them to do a search for her on the computer, and it will be registered in the courts that the court judge said on this date and time that this was a scam and the client does not have to pay. And that it's been identified as a scam. So if she can't find the hard copy she had at home, those records are kept, I think, for 7 to 10 years, sometimes even longer. So I feel that she's going to be doing her own slow, she needs to be told, even though she's living on the other lot at the moment, any assistance her family members or you or whoever can give her at this time, whether it be financial support or saying, come and stay with me for a few days or whatever. You just need to back her up on this while she gets on her feet, because this is going to be a slow process. She does have a card showing me that she's aiming to get compensation here. 9 of diamonds, I said right at the beginning, is it's like at the end of your long, hard journey, getting a payout. The Jack of Hearts is what you desire. Okay, this here is somebody needs to learn a lesson here. Something has not been followed by the rules. So she needs, number 1, she needs that contract, that document from the courts. Number 2, she needs her legal binding contract that she signed when she got that place, which should still be somewhere locked in a vault, should be somewhere on a computer with the date and signed and stamped, and something that she signed when she moved there. All about what her responsibilities were, what their responsibilities were. Yeah, I believe that if she gets everything that she needs, this is her outcome cards. I'm jumping straight to the outcome. This is her struggles. It keeps telling me 9. The first reading told me 9. So I think this is going to take as long as 9 weeks, hopefully not 9 months. It's either going to take 9 weeks or to September. And we've got June, July, August. That means at the end of August, probably, that this is going to take to sort it out. She does have news coming in. That's surprising news in her favour of things starting to go her way. But it starts off with, there's somebody else involved in this that's pushing from the other side against her. But it is going to be 9 weeks or days or on the 9th of a month where this decision is going to take a while. Her outcome cards, do you want to see? She has working together with people. She has doing the right thing and contracts being drawn up. She has an ace of diamonds, which is in her favour, and she has her celebrating. I like this. This is telling me that she will be compensated. It's going to take time. She needs all the support she can get. Any people she can connect with that are living on the lot where she got moved out. Find out if there's anybody else to say, I just wanted to know, have you been having any troubles with the people? They have been identified as a scammer, all of this sort of thing. So there must be other people. She's lived there, I think you said, for 13 years. There would be bound to be other people that live there that are on her side. She needs signatures, she needs documents, and it's going to take some time. So she needs to be told it's going to take some time. In the meantime, if she's uncomfortable where she is, if things are not good where she is, I think the good thing is that you're going into summer over there. So luckily, you know, it's not going to be freezing cold or snowing or whatever. In regards to that water thing, I'm 100% sure that when you rent a property or you buy a property or they've bought the property, anyway, I'm 100% sure if there is a broken electrical circuit, which is dangerous, if there is a broken faucet or something like that, you might be responsible to get somebody in to repair it if it's inside your house and give them the bill. But if it's an actual pipe supplying you water or taking away sewage or whatever, it's the property owner who has to do this. I've got a neighbour who had to tell the owner of the property that if they needed a new washer in the sink, could they have permission for little things that her partner would fix it. And he said, yes, but this is the things you can fix if you know how to do it. This is the things you cannot. And yeah, so anyway, let's have a look what we got here. Wow. You may want to get publicity involved in this, you know, get someone to do a story on this about how wrong she's being treated and what these people are doing, because you did have triple jacks in that, and that can be the public eye. That can be the public getting involved in all of this. What's going to happen with Alyssa's mother? That neighbour that's got the $1,000 bill, they shouldn't pay these bills. This is wrong, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal what this person's doing. They need to keep those bills, not pay those bills. Don't cry about it. Go to the correct authorities and sort this out, because this sounds to me like this whole thing is shonky. What else is coming? This is karma is going to be returned, coming back. There is something secretive, unknown here that needs to be revealed. This, to me, the Hierophant can be about a marriage, but in this is about legal binding contracts. There's something hidden in the legal binding contract, okay? This is her signing documents in the near future. This is an offer coming in. She's been told she needs to sit still and wait. Also, there will be a push to rush her, to say, if you don't do this, we're going to get you put in jail and all of this sort of thing. She needs to find the correct support and find out what's really true here. She needs to go over the background history of what's going on here with everybody else. And there is some kind of option here that I'm being told that she shouldn't jump to something too quickly. You know, if somebody says, look, we'll make this all go away and everything, and she knows that she could get a payout or something like that if she waits, I'd tell her to wait. But this is for entertainment purposes only. I can't stress that enough. This is a legal matter you're talking about here, and money and her living circumstances. Okay, let's just quickly give you these, and then we're finished. We're finished. I did everybody now. Okay, let's just see what else you need to know. Oh my God. You can't see that. I've got the pile of cards sitting here. And the top card, as I reached across, there's no wind or anything in here. The top card moved by itself. I didn't touch the cloth. I was picking the top card off here. What is that card? Oh, it's a message for somebody about family and happiness and togetherness and apologies. I can't be pregnant, so it's not a pregnancy for me. Maybe someone on my channel watching right now is pregnant or getting pregnant, but that's happiness and nice things coming. Your last cards, Alyssa, to finish off. You do have key to success. Your mother does. There is a new beginning coming here. And child, these usually mean about a pregnancy, a new beginning, a new job, a new house, all of that. So at the end of all of this, it's looking very, very good and in your mother's favour. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we had the burdens, the snake in the grass, and we had the mountain that she has to climb to get past these burdens. All right, guys, that's it. We're finished. People are starting to come in for lunch now. It's 12 o'clock. I'm assuming my hubby's probably nearly finished now and ready to go because I could smell the paint when we walked in and I'm sure it's not fun in there. And Nina, I will have a look what you've got written in WhatsApp. Yeah, okay, I'm going to WhatsApp now. Okay, thank you, Chris, and thank you, Nina. Now, tomorrow we're supposed to be going, well, we are going to the club I used to go to. As long as I'm wearing my nice thick clothing and everything, I should be able to go out on the deck area. And hopefully there's a good signal because I remember the last time I was there was a problem with the signal. So hopefully being a Friday, there's not too many people there. I do think that, I think Monday might be a public holiday. Yes. So I may or may not get on live tomorrow because of the Monday being a public holiday, a long weekend. A lot of people take the Friday off and they go and stay in the caravan parks and that. And being that it's cold weather and it's not particularly that nice here at the moment, I might be in luck. Anyway, I'll either be back online tomorrow or next week. Anyway, if I don't see you all till next week, have a wonderful weekend and God bless, and I hope everything works out for people. Take care. Bye for now.